They can hear you. Okay, we're back on the record in clause number 327478. State of Texas versus Jaquethan Travion Dyer. Mr. Dyer, earlier the court swore you in, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Dyer, you also pled no contest to the information of possession of dangerous drugs. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, Mr. Dyer, I'm going to show you what has been marked as State's Exhibit number 1, the misdemeanor plea admonishment. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
On page 2 of this document, Mr. Dyer, are these your initials?
Yes, sir.
And on page 3 of this document, Mr. Dyer, is that your signature on the line that says defendant?
Yes, Your Honor.
On the next document, which is the trial court certification of the defendant's right of appeal, Mr. Dyer, is this your signature on the line that says defendant?
Yes, sir.
There's one box that's checked off here. The first box, well, this box states that this is a plea bargaining case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now, prior to signing and initialing these documents, Mr. Dyer, you also signed and initialed 2 other documents. The first document is titled The Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defendants Without an Attorney. Is that your signature?
Yes, sir.
And you recognize this document?
Yes, Your Honor.
And on this document, the line that have your initial states that I want to waive my right to an attorney and represent myself. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
The next document, which is the waiver of counsel for purposes of entering a guilty plea or proceeding to trial, do you recognize this document?
Yes, Your Honor.
And is this your signature
Yes, sir.
on this document? Now, prior to signing and initialing all of these documents, did you have an opportunity to read the documents?
Yes, sir.
And did you read the documents?
Yes, sir.
And did you understand what you read?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
State, I have before me State's Exhibit number 1. State, you like to offer State's 1?
Yes, Your Honor, and State's Exhibit 2 in this case is the PC affidavit, and we'd also like to offer it.
Mr. Dyer, I have before me State's Exhibit number 1 and State's Exhibit number 2. State's Exhibit number 1 is a document that have your initials on page 2 and your signature on page 3. I also have before me State's Exhibit number 2, which is the probable cause affidavit. We commonly refer to it as a police report. The state would like to use both of these documents as evidence against you in this case. Is it all right for the state to use these documents as evidence in your case?
Yes, sir.
Okay. No objection. State's Exhibits number 1 and State's Exhibit number 2 will be admitted. Mr. Dyer, is there any evidence that you are currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
I don't fully understand that.
Okay. Is there any evidence that you have a mental illness or intellectual disability that interferes with your ability to understand what's going on?
No, sir.
Okay. Now, Mr. Dyer, I will accept your plea of no contest. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, it's 1 year deferred probation, a $500 fine plus court cost, and 60 hours community service.
How many hours of community service?
60 hours.
May I see his judgment? Mr. Dyer, the state is offering that you serve 1 year deferred adjudicated probation. During this 1 year probationary period, you'll be required to pay a fine of $500 plus court costs of $387, which comes to a total of $887. Now, in addition, you'll be required to pay the fees as well. There's a $100 fee for crime lab. There is a probation fee of $60 per month that you'll be required to pay. and you will be required to pay a urinalysis fee of $15 each month. Now, that comes to a total of monthly installments of $160 per month. All right. Now, you will also be required to perform 60 hours of community service. Now, would you be able to pay the $160 per month?
I currently don't have a job. Could I, is it any
Well,
other option?
well, let's do this here, okay? Let me see, I have a, could you, oh, we didn't get into a financial. Now, you say you currently do not have a job, is that correct?
No, sir.
So just listen to my questions and answer accordingly. Do you have any source of income? Do you have a spot, are you married?
No, sir.
Okay. Do you receive child support?
No, sir.
Do you receive any governmental benefits like Medicaid?
Is unemployment?
Well, yes. Do you receive unemployment?
Yes, sir. That's what I had.
What is your unemployment?
It's every 2 weeks. I think it's 9 or.
Hold on a minute. Now, you said unemployment, you receive how much?
9:30 every 2 weeks.
Okay, 930. That's every 2 weeks?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm gonna multiply that times 26. Divided by 12. It comes out to a total of about $2,015 a month. Okay, do you have any other income?
No, sir.
Okay, now, do you have to pay rent?
Yes, sir.
What's your rent per month?
I think it's like 350. I'm not really on the lease. I'm just helping with my girlfriend.
So you paying 350 on that?
Yes, sir.
350, okay. What about utilities?
I don't help out with that.
What about, do you have to pay you have any children?
Yes, sir. I have two.
Okay, you have to pay child support or child expenses?
No, sir. I take care of them full time though.
They live with you?
Yes, sir. We all stay together.
Okay. Now, what are you paying on them per month? That's not including the food, like you have to pay buy diapers
Yeah.
or
Pampers, pull-ups, wipes.
Yeah.
Such sorts.
what do you estimate that might cost per month?
That I'm not sure.
You're gonna have to give me a ballpark figure.
Maybe 3 to 4, if that.
Okay, 100?
Yes, sir.
Let's say 400 a month, okay. Now, food expenses. What are your food expenses per month?
She gets food stamps. So
Okay, what about, you don't pay any, you don't buy any food for the house other than food
yes,
stamps?
sir.
Okay, what kind of food I mean, not what kind of food, how much do you pay? How much are you paying on the food per month?
Maybe like 200, maybe more.
Okay, just, you're gonna tell me, I can't guess for you. You have to kind of give me a
I'll say 250.
250, okay. And transportation costs, do you have a car?
Yes, sir.
You paying a car note?
No, sir.
You have to pay car insurance?
Yes, sir. I pay 167 a month.
167, and what about gas
Yes, sir. I provide I save maybe $80 to $100 a month.
say 100, okay. No car repairs, anything like that?
No, sir.
So that comes about 267. Okay, now, you have a cell phone?
Yes, sir.
How much is that?
It's 190.
What? 190? Okay. You're not, are you on probation or anything? You're not paying no probation fees, are you?
No, sir.
Okay. What about medical expenses?
No, sir, I don't pay any,
Any credit card payments?
no, sir.
Okay, any miscellaneous, any other, bills that, But it-
Other than I was paying my tickets, I might still have to pay, well, I know I have to pay those. That's 157 a month.
oh, I'll put that under probation fees, then that's, 157?
Yes, sir.
Hold on a minute. That's 157 a month. Okay, anything else?
Not that I-
Okay, after you paying your expense, do you have anything left over?
Sometimes, like 100 to 150.
Okay, let me see what this comes out to be. That's 350. Plus 400. Plus 250. Plus 190. Plus 157. That's about 16, 14, 2,000.
What was this that is written on?
Well, here it says you may have about 400. I'm just doing an estimate, it's about 400 a month that may be left over, okay? Now, this is what we're going to do. Now, with that, you saying you can't pay the one,
No, I'm sorry about that. I got unemployment. I was telling you I could pay it.
so you can pay
Yes,
it?
sir.
Oh. Okay,
That's why I was trying to tell you for you. Had it lined up.
oh, okay, so you can pay the $160 monthly installments, is that correct? Now, Mr. Dyer, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
And do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Not really, but
You don't? Why not?
it's my first offense.
Okay. That's the reason you think it's your
Yeah.
first offense?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Now, do you accept the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Dyer, I'll follow the plea bargain agreement that you entered into with the state. And Mr. Dyer, if you successfully complete the 1-year deferred probation, your case will be dismissed. And it will not result in a conviction on your record.
Yes, sir.
And you may qualify for what we call a non-disclosure. You can get with an attorney who is competent on those matters, and they can probably discuss with you and help you to get the non-disclosure
Yes, sir.
if you qualify. All right. So, Mr. Dyer, would you please stand over here on the X in front of the clerk, follow her directions, and Mr. Dyer, have a good day.
Yes, sir. You too.